Yo, what's up, guys? Good morning. I'm just checking for equal highs here. Give me a second while I do this. Okay, nothing there. Anything that was formed here, nothing on the 5. We just swept liquidity again for the second time. So this is a potential turtle soup here. We have low resistance liquidity that built up. I don't really see any perfect equal highs anywhere yet, guys. So don't know if there's any excellent targets on the day. There may be, but again, I'm going to look into this in a second. No equal highs pretty much anywhere. So we do have to be careful here, that's for sure. Let me look at the hourly time frame, see if we're bouncing out of anywhere. Oh, wow, big dump, guys. So I think what's probably going to happen here, I mean, we'll probably have to target this fair value gap right here. I think it was probably a 15-minute. No, was it a 5-minute? No, was it a 1-minute? Where did that come from? Yeah, it was a 1-minute fair value gap that we were potentially looking to get a trade into. So it looks like we're about to dump there now. Yo, what's up, Kay? Good morning, bro. So guys, I'm just looking for... Yo, what's up, Tristan? Guys, this is a pretty big dump, I'm not gonna lie. Tesla is holding up, surprisingly. Bitcoin is holding up. We hit 108, which is pretty crazy. My Boeing position is ripping. But you guys can see here that this 1-minute fair value gap just dropped into. There are... So I think Kay actually was the one that pointed these out the other day. We have perfect equal lows here at 21,903. Let me look at NQ real quick because I think NQ I drew them out more so. Let me check the 15 here quick. Okay, so on NQ guys, we have equal lows at 21.7 and then I think we might have them at 21.903. So let me check this out really quick. MNQ. Okay, we are getting a reaction right now, but just let me see where these equal lows were, just to make sure. Okay, so they were at 21,903, which came from December 16th. So if we go to the 1-minute on December 16th, they were somewhere around here, it looks like. Yeah, so NQ doesn't have these equal lows, while MNQ does, interestingly. So I'm not going to worry too much about these for now, guys. I'm going to delete them off of my chart, but I will note the ones at 21.78325. All right. So we just got to bounce out of this 1-minute here. Now, guys, my expectation today, I mean, just looking at this right now, it looks like we are in the start of an intra, like, weak sell model. We didn't leave any equal highs up here. We are dumping. I mean, again, we are reacting out of this 1-minute fair value gap, but to me, this looks more bearish than bullish. Let me look at the... I'm not going to label these equal lows, actually, but I'll just label it sell side. For downside, I didn't find any entries today. Let's look back and see if there are any entries, guys. I mean, again, I don't trade really until 7 o'clock. This 1-minute sweep was pretty nice. I would have preferred to see these highs get swept first in Asia, but we didn't. And then we got this down close candle. But we did have other fair value gaps here, so it wasn't AA+. This looked really nice right here. But again, not like an obvious... I mean, there was a sweep of liquidity up here, but we still had liquidity up. We had an unbalanced fair value gap here. It's a tough call right now. I'm not a huge fan of where we are at the charts, on the charts. Look at the 15. Let me look at the hourly quick. And let me look at the 4-hour. Okay, so what my eye draws to immediately here is this 4-hour for value gap. So I will draw this here. We also have that sell side right here. We have not inversed this 4-hour yet, but it looks like we may. So the 50% level of this previous leg, I'm going to draw that out so we have it on the chart. Okay, delete this. So the 50% level of this leg that I'm looking for a potential retrace to before more upside is going to be this 21,877.50. I took it from, I Fibonacci from the low to the high of the 4-hour leg. So right now, guys, I am honestly pretty bearish. I think that we're probably going to come back and rebalance this order block. Now, there is potential, of course, that we could react bullishly from here, but just keep in mind that we could potentially get rejections. But not anything that I'm like saying, wow, this really stands out right now, to be honest. Tristan, what short or what trade did you guys take today? Did you take anything, or you just said you didn't find an entry? We do have this unbalanced 3 right here that we could potentially trade back into this morning. Let me just check the economic calendar again really quick. Guys, is it? Oh no, it's at 17. I thought it was the 18th for a second. Oh my goodness, I missed retail sales this morning. What was the... Shoot, sorry guys. I thought the retail sales was tomorrow. Uh-oh, my bad. Let's see what the reaction was at 8:30. Oh, guys, I missed this. Not even A plus. There was no sweep. I mean, there was a sweep of tiny liquidity here. I would have preferred an entry into the 3 first. And we... Oh, this is actually good, guys. Okay, I missed it, guys. This is actually a great entry for a short this morning. We swept an internal high, and we got the immediate inverse, traded back into the 1 minute, and we dumped down to sell side. So this data low setup actually was pretty good this morning that I missed. And I would have taken it, too, because it was before 9:20 or 9:15, so... But it's okay. Tristan says, I took the 1 minute bullish OB that formed under the 930 fair value gap. This 1 minute bullish OB. Or this 1 minute bullish OB. I think you're talking about the 940 candle. And you took it up to buy side. Close 314. Entered at 314, closed at 360. Good job, Tristan. That's dope, man. Yeah, I know you were long. So what am I seeing right now, guys? I see this low resistance liquidity that formed, okay? But I do see also that we have this sell side liquidity and an unbalanced 4-hour down here, and we have the 50% level. So I think right now I'm looking at shorts. It's tough because of where we are on the charts, obviously. But I think what we'll probably have to wait for, wow, big push on Nike. I think what we'll probably have to wait for, guys, is a long setup to form. We're really low now, and I think this is probably still going lower, but I don't know if there's anything that I'm comfortable taking right now. But I think right now I'm looking definitely at this sell side liquidity to get hit. Now, there is a setup forming right now. Okay, there technically is a short. But we are pretty low again. We are pretty low in discount right now from this high that formed earlier. Wow, this short, guys, if you would have held this short, it would have worked all the way down. But yeah, I still think this is probably going to work to the downside here. We just inverse this after trading into a bearish fair value gap. So I would look at this low for the next target and then probably the sell side liquidity. How they get there, it might be a little bit tough, but okay, so this low should come next. And then I would prefer to just honestly see this completely dump down to sell side. By the way, guys, if you ever see any equal lows that I miss, let me know. Wait, what? Oh, we deleted the equal lows on MNQ, that's right. But there are some equal lows right here. Let's open up. I'm going to put ES on this chart too. Give me a second, guys. Ugh, my ES lagged out. Okay, so ES is pretty darn weak as well. Did I not have my new week opening gaps open on this? I don't know what keeps happening with my trading view charts, but it keeps deleting some of my indicators. I don't understand why. But I want my macro times on. Okay. Do you copy trade funded accounts or do you just trade one account? I don't copy trade, Tristan. I need to start doing that. But right now I'm just trying to grow one funded account. What the hell? How's this already back up? But what I do, Tristan, is on my separate monitors, I have my funded and my cash accounts. Okay, there's the dump, and I just trade with those. So if you guys are seeing me take something on this account right now, this is a funded account, just know that on the other screens, I'm most likely taking this on a cash and a funded. Tristan, I have no idea, bro. I've never used the copy trading. It's like kind of confusing to me, and I have a Mac, so you have to download all this additional software apparently, and you have to pay a bunch of money for it. Not a bunch of money, but I mean, it's worth it if you want to use it, obviously. But I make enough with my cash and fundeds that I don't really need to worry about that. But I think eventually in the future, I will look for a way to incorporate it for sure. Okay, so there was a perfect bounce out of this 1 minute fair value gap you guys can see here. If we inverse this one, I don't think that's a half bad short up to this internal high. Now, I think the draw is still bearish, so I don't know if I'm going to take it, to be honest, but We'll have to see what happens here. So again, guys, if you took this short, again, I didn't take it because we were so low, but it did work, obviously, to sell side. And now I think this target is next, which is this 21,928 internal sell side. And for those of you guys who don't know what copy trading is, it's pretty much like you get a bunch of funded accounts, and there's a software that you click one button, you click buy one time, and it'll click the buy button for you on all of your funded accounts. So like, let's say I took one trade right now for $100 and I had 20 funded accounts, that would be a $2,000 trade. But I have heard some stories about it glitching out where like it'll click the buy button or it won't close a position for you, and then you end up blowing accounts. So it's a little bit risky in some senses, but I think if you know how to do it and you're comfortable with it, then it's fine. But again, guys, also I'm up huge on my Tesla and my Bitcoin and my Boeing and my Nike. So I don't really need to be trading with any big size right now. That's another thing I know about myself, is that when I start making a lot of money, like seasonally, when I have big swing trades or big long-term investment gains, if I trade with size, not necessarily that I lose a ton, but I get a lot more confident, which is not great. Top Step X allows you to copy trade so easily, but the charts are so cheeks. I don't want to lose TradingView. Yeah, TradingView is the best, bro. I'm not going to switch trading softwares just because they make it a little bit easier. Or a lot easier, whatever. Okay, guys, so obviously, I mean, look at this chart, okay? This was a fake hourly IFEG. I mean, technically, we did hit some buy side, but we rejected at midnight, and we've just continuously dumped here. So my objective now is to take out the sell side right here. There was technically a setup, but I would have wished to see more liquidity get swept, not just to trade into this fair value gap. Maybe we swept this high and then we got the short, but we never got it. So I still think this is going to be bearish down to the sell side, but I'm not going to take that setup. Unless I see something A+ that I'm super comfortable with, I'm not going to be taking it. Let me check NQ as well, just to make sure we're not making any... You know, guys, I'm going to move this NQ chart. No, I'm not. Never mind. Okay, so watch for the dump to sell side here. Again, there was no real entry. This was an entry, a woman at IFEG, but too low for me to take personally. And I'm happy to see Tesla finally pulling back on the day. We went up to $484 or $83, and then we're rejecting. So that'll be nice for my covered calls, guys. Right now I'm only like 25% away from getting assigned on my covered calls, which I do not want. But worst case, I'll just roll them out, but still. So guys, just pay attention to sell side again. Where is it? The hourly chart. We have inversed a bunch of bullish PD arrays, and you know what ICT says? When 3 bullish PD arrays fail, you're wrecked. So we have a bullish PD array here that completely failed, bullish PD array here that completely failed, bullish PD array here that completely failed. So what is the next objective? The sell side liquidity. That is the next obvious area that I'm looking for as a draw. Then of course, after that, we have the 50% level of the leg. So I would like to see something from there. And then maybe a nice bullish bounce out of there. We'll have to see. We have a new week opening gap below. But my view here is that we'll probably also test the previous all-time highs. So they love to touch this. So I'm going to label this in blue. We're going to put it at 4-point font so you can see it. But just know that that is typically a draw for liquidity as well. Is anybody in a short, by the way, right now? Or is anybody in a trade, or are you guys all out of trades? Guys, this is slowly dumping, but I do believe this is going to go much lower here. If I had to guess, again, we could get like some kind of a manipulation leg, right? And stop out everyone that is short and take out this high. And then we get the dump. That is definitely possible, but I still think these two levels here are going to be the draw on liquidity for today. So hopefully we just get the collapse and then we get a reversal play, but hopefully, I mean, the really nice thing would be a trade into maybe this bullish PD array or maybe a sweep of this high, and then we get the dump. So like they try and manipulate us close to these three highs here to induce long traders to take out the LRLR, and then we get a nice 1 minute IFEG from there. That would be really nice. Tristan, I'm just going to be tape reading for the rest of the day. Good job, bro. If you have a winning trade, then yeah, there's no reason to be risking additional capital unless it's really, really good that you can't deny. And right now, there's nothing that I see that's so good that you should be risking real capital with. So you know it, you know it. But one of two things is going to happen here, guys. Either we're going to come up and balance this 1 minute and reject, or we're going to come to this buy side and reject, or we're just going to have a complete dump. So actually three things that I see happening here. You know it, you know it. Pretty low volume though from what I'm watching right now. It is the end. We're coming up to the end of December, guys, too, so I wouldn't be surprised if volume starts to slow down. But we will see what happens, right? Also, guys, I am watching to see if any equal highs form. On NQ, we do not have any. MNQ, it looks like we do, but are close to it. No, actually, they're not equal highs. So this could potentially be a target for later. So again, I didn't see any equal highs. I don't really see any obvious equal lows. We do have equal lows way down here on NQ, but I will note those later on. But guys, I am definitely looking for shorts here. Okay, I really want to see some kind of a drop down to these two lows. So if we trade into this fair value gap or this buy side and then we get a rejection, then I'll take something. But until one of these areas gets rebalanced, it doesn't make sense for me to take any shorts. Okay, I don't want to be shorting at the lows and then have to watch it come back and rebalance these fair value gaps. I'd rather get an A plus setup from them. This is where a lot of people that have FOMO, they'll just try and chase. And sometimes you get lucky, right? Sometimes it will just dump. But most of the time, we rebalance, stop out longs or stop out shorts, and then get the short setup later. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, guys, I'm telling you right now, these two lows are coming. So if we get a setup, I'm definitely going to target it. We have a volume imbalance here on the daily, which, I mean, is also viewed as a new week opening gap. Also an order block here on the daily. These two sets of order blocks. And guys, we never rebalance the all-time highs, the previous ones that I have marked here. So we might even get an opportunity at some point to short down to this daily high. So just pointing out that this is a very important level. We almost always come back and retest previous all-time highs. We miss them by just a few ticks, and we just completely went higher. So make a note of both of these blue levels. They're both previous all-time highs. Also another one right here. I'm going to label this in blue with a 4-point font. All of these are previous all-time highs that have not been retested, so I want all of them to be swept. We have a 5-minute bearish OB here, so we could potentially reject from this bearish order block, though I'd rather hit this buy side first. So let's see what we get here. Okay, guys, so I want this 1-minute order block, this 1-minute fair value gap to get rebalanced. But again, there's no entry into this, but I want to see this rebalance, and then maybe we get a short from there. But the really A+ setup would be if we come back, maybe we rebalance this tiny 1-minute FVG here and then get the dump. You guys would be surprised what kind of models they can bring into the market. Like a model all the way back up to here and then a dump fully down to sell side, just to generate more liquidity on the day. You know it, you know it. But you guys can see the volume today is pretty darn low. Like we are moving pretty darn slow. And again, that could be because it's Christmas time or close to Christmas time and there's less volume in the markets. So keep that in mind. Also, guys, right now, because of how slow this is acting, I am willing to go over any trades you guys have or any stocks. So if you have any stocks you want me to go over, if you have any trades that you took that maybe you lost on, we can go over them. And take advantage of this time too, because normally if I do one-on-ones, they're 30 minutes and you have to pay for a membership for that. So I'm willing to do it when I have time, like right now. So technically we have another 1 minute inverse here, guys, but I would never take this. We're not delivering from anywhere. We swept very, very non-major internal buy side. So if anything, this should be a bullish candle that we react out of to come back and rebalance this 1 minute fair value gap here. Excuse me. Guys, this is actually like pretty painful to watch. It's so lackluster compared to how we normally trade on NQ. So boring to watch. So this could be a potential 1 minute order block that forms right here. These three down close candles, if we close above it, it's a potential order block, and I would assume that we would come back and rebalance this 1 minute fair value gap here. Though I will note, guys, on NQ, this was balanced by one tick. So because I see that, it's not as likely that we will have to rebalance it. Also, interestingly, on NQ. Oh, never mind. Never mind, guys. Yeah, look at the 5 minute. So we had this tiny 5 minute fair value gap here that we came up and rebalanced, formed a bearish OB. This tells me that this is probably going to be next. Doesn't look like there's any unbalanced PA here. Fake woman at IFEG. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, this looks like it's a good short. Should we try this with 1 micro? What do you guys think? Down to sell side and down to the all-time high level. Stop at this high right here. I'm going to try this, guys, with 1 micro, just for fun because of how slow PA is. Wow, it's a 44-point move. What do you guys think? Should I try this with 1 micro? Again, this is not a plus, guys, but because the 5 minute has been basically completely rebalanced, the 1 minute has not, but the 5 minute has, I theorized that this is going to go down to here. Wow, big push there. So maybe we will go back up and rebalance, or this is just inducement to just go back short. We do have a tiny 5-minute here, guys. Keep that in mind. It's very small. The candle closes in 3 minutes. But I think what's going to happen here is this bearish OB is going to hold. So we'll do a negative order block here. Right, I think this bearish OB is going to hold price down to continue us down to sell side. Maybe we wake up and take out some liquidity, possibly. But again, like I said on NQ, this has been balanced, right, by a tick. If you look at this candle right here, we did balance this fair value gap by a tick. So we don't have to go back into this fair value gap. We can, but we don't have to. But guys, if you are new to the markets, just pay attention now. Like if you've been watching my live streams, pay attention to how fast the candles have been moving over the last few weeks, and then look at what's happening today. Like these 3 candles here are a little bit faster than what happened before, but this consolidation, even the consolidation, the candles were just printing super slow, which tells me it's pretty low volume. So we just rebalanced the 1 minute further. If we inverse it, guys, then we should go back up to buy side. Do we have a 2-minute or a 3-minute? We have a 2-minute and a 3-minute. No 5-minute. So pay attention to what happens on these 3 candles here. If we close above on the 1, we should again go up to this buy side. And why is that? Because everybody that's short has their stops above this high. We're delivering from a bullish 1 minute fair value gap, so it even makes more sense. What do you guys think? Should we try it? Still no close above. So far, we're wicking out of it. Okay, so we cannot enter yet, guys. There's no close above. I don't know. Just looking at this candle structure here, this does not look like a long I want to take. I'd much rather take a short. So like, let's say we sweep this high and then we get an inverse. I would much rather take the short. You know, we're still in premium of the leg, so there's no reason for me to take this long. Okay, so we did close above on the 2 and the 1. So in theory, guys, this should bring us back up to this high. Now, I'm not going to take this personally. I don't like the setup, but you guys can do whatever you want. So look how we inverse the 2. Okay, we closed above it. The 1 minute as well we closed above. Look at the 1 minute fair value gap. Just by a tick, and we're immediately rejecting. So to me, I mean, I think this is probably going to be a short. But again, I think in theory this high should hit, but this is not a setup I would take. And you can see where they were immediately rejecting. So if we close below both of these guys, I think this is going to be a good short. So pay attention to this 1 minute fair value gap right here. I think once we close below this, guys, this is going to be a pretty clean down move down to this sell side. Look at this immediate rejection from the 1 minute. It was a fake move up. I think this low is next. Stop to break even at the low, and then I think we're going to go down even lower. We also have a really nice looking 2 minute IFEG here. Wow, this computer is lagging so hard. So again, guys, no close below the 2 minute or the 1 minute, so I can't short this yet. But I still do think this is going to be a good short. If we sweep this high, it'll be even better. So we are forming a potential 2 minute OB here. What do you guys think? Should we scalp this up to the high? If we form a 2 minute OB here and close above both these candles, I think this will be a good long actually. At least intraday up to this, at least the body of this candle right here. Okay, guys, this looks really good. So I'm gonna scalp it. My stop is gonna be a close back below here. Not a close. I'm just gonna make it a hard stop. And my take profit is gonna be, I'm gonna put it at the body of this candle right here. So this is all scalping, guys. Again, I'm not trying to go crazy. I'm already moving my stop to break even here because I wanted to just deliver. Don't want it to play games here. Okay, so the fact that we just came up and we didn't quite rebalance it is a little bit sus to me, so. We came up really close to the high, almost to the body, and then we rejected. I just know this PA today is suspect, so I'm not trying to hold anything for too long. This is just out of experience, guys, from years of looking at PA. When we have this like tiny intraday sell model after getting close to all-time highs and we keep leaving sell-side liquidity, a lot of the times these moves up that you're seeing are inducement to go long, and then they short the market. So I'm just saying, out of experience, this 1 minute fair value gap looks great, but I've seen a lot of situations in this type of environment where they'll dump this all the way back down to this low, and then they'll take out sell side, and they just induce traders long. So just a heads up. Now, I'm not saying that this high is not going to hit, but on these types of days, I'm very cautious with holding trades. So you guys can see this is the only execution I've had today, and it was stopped out for break even. A lot of my trades will go break even, guys, on days like this, especially. I'd much rather be break even than I would be to be red. I hope you guys feel the same. Some people would rather, I mean, their egos would rather them just be red than them get stopped out for break even on a trade, which is wild, but that's how the ego works. So you guys can see here, inducement, and now we are potentially dumping. If this 1 minute inverses, guys, I don't think that'll be a bad short. So keep in mind how we react from this 1 minute bullish fair value gap. Now, we didn't sweep liquidity yet, guys, so it's not A plus, but on a day like today, we don't have to sweep this liquidity. I'm telling you, this candle's wick acts as like a potential void, and we could potentially reject from it. So again, only if we inverse this one will I consider that a good short. Take profit for me would be the sell side. And again, guys, the A plus setup would be a sweep of this high. And then we get a 1 minute fair value gap. So something like this. Okay, we sweep the high. We come up and form an A plus IFEG here. Then we get the rejection that takes us all the way down here. Wow, look how laggy this computer is being right now. So that's what I would love to see, okay? This model. But I'm just saying, on a day like today, they could just leave this high and maybe come up to the body, sweep this one more time, and then get a rejection. And you guys also have to realize yesterday they trained a lot of people that every bullish, I talked about this yesterday in the live stream, if you guys remember. I said every bullish PD array yesterday was working to the upside. It's training a lot of people that when you take a bullish fair value gap, it's going to work to the upside. So now people see these bullish fair value gaps, they see these wicks, and they're like, oh, this is going to work to the upside. Maybe it does, but I'm just saying that they train a lot of people that made a lot of money yesterday to get smoked. So I think these lows are the next target. Let's see if I'm right or wrong. So we just swept this internal high. We came right up to the body, and my guess is that we are going to reject from here. Again, I'm putting my neck on the line on this, and I'm not putting my money on this, but I'm putting my credibility on this. So let's see if I'm right or wrong. If this 2 minute inverses, guys, to the downside, though, I will take the short. I'll tell you that. But until I see that this bullish PD array is not respected, I won't take the short. You know it. Let's see if I'm right or wrong, guys. Looks like I might be wrong on this one. But we could potentially allow the 50% of this wick to get hit. So somewhere around here is basically exactly where it's rejecting from. But again, could be wrong. But if we sweep this, guys, and we get an A plus IFEG to the downside, I will take that short. I think it looks really good. Or we get it now. So if this body closes below, guys, I think this will be a short. Down back to the lows here. Oh, this looks so good, guys. I'm gonna front run this. Stop for me is gonna be a body close back above this candle's high. And I drip in a furnace. I think this low is next, and then after that, I think these lows are coming. You know it, you know it. Well. All right, well, I got stopped out on that. So the only other trade that I'll be taking today, guys, if this high gets swept and this inverses, I'll take it short. But apart from that, we won't take anything else today. Did they really just take it all the way up to the body just to dump it? Oh my god. Bruh. Look at this, guys. I got stopped out by literally one tick. That is so lame. Ah. They must be watching my streams, guys. They're watching my streams and they're stopping me out of my trades. Telling you, it's the market makers. They're watching my streams. All 6 people that are watching this, there'd be too much benefit for you guys if everything delivered properly here. Okay, guys. So again, if we hit this high, we get a 1-minute inverse, or we inverse this 2. This is going to be my last short of the day, and I will be done after that. Interesting how they're leaving this buy side by a tick. So maybe they dump it now. I don't know. But if this 2-minute inverses, guys, to the downside, I like it short. I closed the monitor after taking the trade because they are watching me. You guys know ICT uses that as an excuse, right? He says that when he live streams and he takes a trade, first of all, he doesn't even show that he's trading on a real account. But, I mean, whatever, that's another topic. But he'll take a trade and he'll lose, and he'll literally says the market makers are watching me. That's why they're inversing me, and that's why I lost the trade. Like, that's such a wild claim to make. Okay, guys, so we missed the internal buy side by a tick. Telling you this is going to dump now, but I got stopped out. I need to see a 2-minute close below here. Stop to break even at this low, and then we'll target the sell side if we get it. And that'll be my final trade on the day. If I miss it, I miss it. Big whoop. And you guys see what I get? This is what I get for trying to front run a trade. Again, this is just something I've seen happen too many times to ignore. That's why I took it. But still, shouldn't have done it. I should have waited for the 2-minute inverse and then taken the short. I'm telling you, this is the type of day where they don't take the buy side and then they dump the markets. And everybody's longing this bullish fair value gap because they think that it's going to work because yesterday it worked and then they just collapse it. Telling you. Like every bone in my body wants to short this right now, but I'm not going to. Oh, it's so tempting, but I can't. Not especially after I just lost, right, guys? If I take 2 losing trades in a row, I'm done with the account. So let's rather just take a trade that we're more, that's more certain, right? And I'm dripping in finesse. Don't make no sense. Possible 2-minute OB forming. 2-minute OB. Yeah, I mean, possibly. I mean, these are, I don't really take into account like these tiny OBs with this little wick, with this big wick and a tiny body, but I like full-bodied OBs. Like this is a full-bodied OB. We closed above it. I said once we closed above that we should target this high. Well, it looks like today, guys, they might make it work. But I really do still think that there's downside potential here. The last thing I would expect maybe is a delivery into this 1 minute fair value gap right here. And then they dump it from there. Possibly. Or they, I mean, they might still not take out this buy side. I'm not sure yet. But once this 2-minute inverses, guys, I will take a short. Will be my last trade on the day. Target will be this sell side. Maybe we'll take a partial at the low of day. But that would be the only thing that I'd look for. Do 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 do. You know it, you know it. Dripping and finesse. It don't make no sense. Sorry, I meant 3-minute. 3-minute OB. Yeah, potentially. Potentially. But I'm telling you guys, I mean, look at where we're in an intraday sell model. This doesn't look like it's going to come back up here. Maybe it does, guys. I might be completely wrong here. But this looks like an area where shorts will occur. That's just me. But I like that Tristan pointed out this 3-minute OB because it makes it even more of a strong thesis that we need to look for an A plus IFEG, right? Like for example, we're not just going to short this because we sweep buy side liquidity. We want to see an A plus setup form and then we can target lower. Because, I mean, it is true, we do have this unbalanced 3-minute fair value gap here that we never touched into. Let me look at the 1 quick. Okay, so there's the buy side. Yeah, so we also have a tiny 3-minute here. We also have a 2-minute that we could potentially close above like this. If we do, we're immediately rejecting from it. But if we close above it, then we will probably go for this LRLR. But I still, guys, I really do still like shorts here. But I would need to see very bearish reaction here. Close below the IFEG. Close below the fair value gap, making it an IFEG, and then the shorts. 9:30 candle on the 1 minute chart. Sibi? This is the 9:30 candle, right? Yeah, so this is what you're talking about, right, Tristan? That this 1 minute fair value gap potentially holds down price. So you guys, so we're in the macro time now. I really, really, really would like to see this dump. And guys, look at the perfect rejection here from the 2. Okay, we completely rejected right at the top of it after taking buy side. So if this 1 minute short goes, this is going to be, to me, a plus. We are low on the charts for the day, but if you look at the grand scheme of where we are in the market right now, this is a perfect spot for rejection, right? So we are low on the day, but we are in premium of this first range right here of this leg, right? We're above 50%. And we're so high up, like just in general, that I think this is going to be a potentially good short. But again, I'm not going to take this, guys, until the 1 minute inverses here to the downside. And I'd like to see a big down close candle. Stop on the trade will be a 1 minute close back above the inverse fair value gap, and that's the end of it. Stop to break even on the trade when this internal low hits. And then we will hold all the way down to this target right here. What's up, Aziz? Good morning, bro. Guys, I keep forgetting to record. Okay, so again, just for the recording, we took out internal buy side. We are rejecting perfectly from a 2 minute bearish PD array, bearish fair value gap, along with an order block. We are high in premium on the general daily range. And I think that this internal sell side and this previous all-time high is the target. So once this 1 minute inverses, guys, I will take a short and I will target these lows. But until we get the inverse, I can't take the trade. We could really honestly front run right now, but I'm not going to. Okay, because this could be a 1 minute bullish fair value gap that we react with to go higher. So I need to see the close below. Candle closes in less than 30 seconds. You know it, you know it. Wow, look at this reaction. What the hell was that candle? Did you guys see that? That was wild. Did news just come out? It's 8:07. What news? What the heck is this, guys? I am shook right now. Did anybody see that candle? What the heck was that? There was no news. Ooh, a Z. Tiny 15-minute. That's true. Wow. That was wild. Okay, guys, so pay attention to this tiny 1 minute fair value gap too. So we saw that tiny 15 that we just reacted out of. Immediate bullish reaction there. There is a potential that... Okay, so I actually really like this, guys. I really like this. If we get a trade into this 1 minute fair value gap, immediate bearish reaction, and a full-blown close below this candle, hopefully this stays as a fair value gap here. This is an A+ short, in my opinion. I don't care about this LRLR. If it gets swept, it gets swept. But if we get a rejection from here and we get a short down to this low, guys, I will take this. My full TP will be this internal sell side right here. Aziz says, this NQ is following ES. Do we have an SMT at the lows? No, we do not. But guys, if ES is able to sweep this high or this high, why is this on a dot? See, guys, this is what I'm talking about. TradingView is kind of glitchy sometimes. And I'm sorry for the lag, guys. I'm getting a new computer on December 27th, which is in 10 days. So this will not be lagging anymore. But especially if ES hits this high, and NQ, or look, immediate bearish reaction from this 1 minute. If we're able to reject from this tiny 1 minute fair value gap, I'm sorry, I'm drawing it on NQ on my other screen. That's why you don't see my cursor. But if we are able to reject from here, guys, and we immediately dump below the sell side, this will be an A+ short to me. Like alert, alarm bells go off in my head. Stop to break even at this internal low, and I would hold all the way down to sell side. Wow, this computer is so laggy. So pay attention here, guys. Again, I could be completely wrong here, and we could inverse and go back to the upside. If we do, again, I'm not losing money out of it. Technically, we did just inverse. Let me look at the 3. We did inverse this 3 minute, but not good enough for me to take a long. These highs could be next, obviously, but maybe we get a rejection from this 3 minute. I don't know yet. But guys, once this bullish PD array gets violated, that's when I'm looking for shorts. But that is pretty crazy, and as you notice this, guys, a tiny 15-minute fair value gap, immediate rejection, immediate reaction. This high is, it should be next now, honestly, but again, no trade for me, so. We'll mark it out so you guys can see it. Comes from this internal buy side, the LRLR. One thing I will note to you guys, this is completely separate, but look at gold right now. We had a 3 drives pattern inside of a daily fair value gap that we rejected from, and now we're inversing a daily. I think this low is coming on gold. I think there's a great short on gold for the high time frames. I may call this in the Discord. We'll see when we get the entry today. But what will probably happen is we'll rebalance this daily. We'll come back into it and then get the short. So I will alert this in the Discord when I see it. If and when I see it. So we did take out the first the first liquidity set on the 1 minute. We do still have 2 sets above. But guys, if we should I try this, guys? This looks so freaking good. If we inverse this 1 minute, stop the break even here, and just let it run. Oh my god, guys, I really want to take this. As long as this inverses, obviously. If it doesn't inverse, then I can't take it. Because right now this 1 minute bullish PD array is being used to balance price to go higher. But if we inverse this one, guys, I really don't think this is a bad short. Because we did sweep liquidity. Okay, we don't have to go to this 15-minute high. Oh, this looks so good, bro. But let's wait for the 1 minute close. Okay, so immediate bullish reaction, so there's not going to be an entry here most likely. But I'm telling you guys right now, like if let's say we trade into this 3 minute right here, okay, and then we dump down here, if we close below this 1 minute, I think this is going to be a great short. So ideally, guys, and Aziz is right, if we were able to take out this liquidity and trade into this 3 minute, then a really nice short is going to come. If we reject out of it. If we start going back to highs, that's a completely different story, obviously. But telling you guys, this looks like potential inducement. At highs, when you see this, telling you right now. We have another set of buy side right here. So I don't care if all of these hit. I don't even care about this rebalance. If we get this 1 minute short, guys, I will try it. But I'm telling you now, the optimal trade will come from this 3. But if we get the inverse now, I will take it. Give me 1 second. Gotta charge my computer here. Oh, such a good looking candle. Oh my goodness, guys. This looks too freaking good. I'm watching NQ to see if it closes below. So far, we have 30 seconds left until the candle prints, so we want to see a full-bodied candle close below that low. But so far, there's a bullish reaction, so I can't take anything yet. 20 seconds until the candle close. Okay, so far there's a big wick there. Again, guys, I told you already, they're training people that every bullish fair value gap is going to be respected. So one of these things, they're going to just collapse it, and a lot of people are going to lose a lot of money here at this low right here. Telling you right now. 30 seconds left on the candle. Hopefully they give us an entry here. But if the body closes below, I am taking this short. And I'm watching NQ. Even if it happens on MN. Oh my goodness, guys. Okay. Still no close. We have 20 seconds left. Hopefully they'll hold it here. All right, guys, I am officially in. Stop loss is going to be a 1 minute close back above this fair value gap. I'm going to take my profits. I'm going to take up one profit here at this low. And then I'm going to take my final TP at the low of day. And again, guys, stop to break even when this 1 minute fair value gap hits, if we get it. Tristan says, all right, I'm back. Guys, let's see if I'm right here. Again, my stop to break even will be at the top of this 1 minute fair value gap, because if we're bullish, we should bounce out of there. It don't make no sense. And I think, guys, if I'm right here, we should just completely collapse. We shouldn't even react to this 1 minute fair value gap. So that's my anticipation, is that we balance it and then we completely collapse below it. If you really want to be risk averse, you can move your stop to break even when this low hits. I'm not going to, though. I'm going to wait for the 3 minute to get touched. Okay, guys, my stop is not at break even yet. I'm holding my mouse there. I haven't released it yet. But once the 1 minute fair value gap gets touched, the purple box below me, then my stop will be moved to break even. Again, guys, my mouse has not been moved yet. See, I'm holding it, so I'm only going to move my stop to break even when that 1 minute fair value gap hits. I'm just waiting to release my mouse. Oh, don't like that reaction. But it's okay, I'll allow it. Again, 1 minute close back above the fair value gap is going to be my stop on the trade. Right, guys, if this 1 minute gets closed back above, my stop is going to be hit. And right now I'm going to move my stop to break even if that 1 minute fair value gap gets touched below me, the purple box. And if I'm right here, guys, this 1 minute fair value gap should be completely disrespected. So still no stop. Once it hits, I will move my stop to break even. It's a nice 1 minute order block forming as well. Because it really should just dump here, guys. Again, my stop is not at break even yet. I'm holding my finger over the mouse to release it once that 1 minute fair value gap gets touched. Man, they are really making this tough today. So if we get a 1 minute close above, guys, again, stop. I will be stopped out on the trade. But I do still think this is very good potential to be a dump. Stop to break even at this 1 minute fair value gap. Give me your heart, give me your heart. Okay, this should be, I want this wick to be where it stops. Now I want to see a dump on this candle. That would be ideal. Hands up, baby, hands up. So I'm getting ready to close the trade if we get a 1 minute close back above. And I'm waiting for NQ, not MNQ. So NQ has not done it yet either. And if this trade loses, guys, I will be done for the day on this account. We've got less than 20 seconds until the candle closes. Ah. Hands up. Wow, is this gonna wick? Okay, so no close above yet. I have to wait for another 1 minute candle, guys. Okay, I like this reaction. I like the reaction here. Need to see it completely dump here, though, obviously. Guys, and again, stop will be to break even if this 1 minute candle hits. Tristan, I think it's Checkmate Trading. Go on my X account and click on my profile. You'll see it in the link. Guys, this is really, really bugging me. It needs to just move. All right, my stop is now officially at this high right here. I'm gonna get stopped out on this trade, boys, unfortunately, but it is what it is. All right, so there's 2 losing trades on the day, guys. Again, I wanted this short to work. Unfortunately, I think this buy side is going to hit now and then this 3-minute, but that is the name of the game. I would take this trade 9 out of 10. I mean, it works 9 out of 10 times. I would take it 10 out of 10 times, so it's fine with me. One of the most important things, guys, if you take 2 losing trades in a day, just stop trading. I'm telling you right now, over the years, I know out of experience that if you take 2 losing trades, you are most likely going to go on tilt and be emotional and start taking trades that don't make sense. So the fact that you're able to stop trading after 2 losses in a day separates you from 99% of traders. I promise you right now. If you follow that rule, you will save yourself so much money, so much irritation, frustration, emotional issues. Just stop. Yeah. What could I improve? Could I have improved on that trade? So here is something that you guys can note. Okay, actually, this 3-minute fair value gap did get touched into. So technically, I should have looked at the 3 to see that this, because this 3-minute got rebalanced. You can see right here. And the fact that we got a reaction out of it, I should have been looking at other time frames, guys. I wanted to see the 1-minute get rebalanced, but we should have allowed for the 3. Tristan, unfortunately, bro, I'm not going to look at that stuff. It's not part of my model. I don't need it. But if you want to point it out, you're welcome to. I don't do Fibonacci's at the regular trading hours gaps. It's just not part of my model. I don't need excess stuff. But if you guys use that in your model and it works for you, great. But I think you guys will find over time that there's so many different things you can use in the market. And if you start using 10 different things, it ends up being more detrimental on your trading than it would be if you just use one thing. So, but again, up to you guys. If you have a profitable model, just use it. But don't start using like 15 different things because it just ends up overcomplicating stuff. So now, if this works, guys, again, we got stopped out, unfortunately, on the trade. But if this works, we should just see a complete collapse here. And this low, I think, is going to get targeted. But, yeah. Baby, hands up. And again, guys, it's not sexy to see someone take 2 losses in a row. It's not entertaining. It's especially not fun when it starts going in the direction that you want it to after you get stopped out. But it's part of the game. This 3... Guys, if this 3-minute fair value gap gets close below, I'm telling you right now, we are going to this low. You know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to log out of this account. And I'm going to go on to an eval. So give me 1 second, guys. By the way, is the stream working clearly? Because it said I had lag on the stream. This is honestly, guys, of my eval accounts, this is probably the worst performing eval I've had. I mean, of my funded accounts, it's one of the worst performing fundeds I've had in a long time. I'm pretty I'm not upset about it. It's just like one funded account, but I think probably what's happening here is it's December time and PA is kind of funky. Maybe that's why, I don't know, but okay, good. All right, guys, let me log into one of my evals. I think this one is, I think I just got a new one through my funded futures, so give me a second. God damn it, why does it keep going there? My funded futures. I'm going to take this off the screen quick. So you guys will not be able to see this account. Futures.com. Hands up, baby, hands up. Give me your heart, give me your heart. So I hope you guys just you witnessed what just happened, okay? You saw me being disciplined. I have a funded account, okay? I took 2 trades, 2 losses today. What the hell? You guys see that? Why did it just make balloons on my screen? Did you guys see the balloons that just popped up on my screen, or am I just like seeing shit? So I took 2 losses on a funded account, and you saw me personally go in. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, Kay. You saw me go in, sign out of the account because I took 2 losses. I am telling you right now, 99% of traders cannot do that. If they take 2 losses, the tilt starts. They go on emotional trading. They start taking trades that don't make sense. They go into more drawdown. And that is how you blow an account. Seasonally, December, it's not my best month, but never has it been, I don't think it's been this bad for the start of December as far as trading is concerned. Just because it's a bad December doesn't mean I'm going to start going on tilt, stop following my rules, and just do stuff that doesn't make sense. Because I treat this like a business, and I don't allow bad data, or I guess bad trades, to impact my trading model. Because I know over time, this account is going to be well above 52,000. It just takes time for me to be able to get to there and not have to go on tilt for stupid reasons. So I hope that makes sense. Wait, I'm not on TradingView. I'm on any trade station. Okay, so that 15-minute high is about to hit. Just did. All right, guys. So now we have a fresh 50K eval. Fresh. You see that? Tristan, I have pretty tight loss limits set for my account because I am prone to tilt. Better to be locked out for the day than blow your account. 100%, bro. My eval account, I have a max loss of $200 a day. I keep saying eval. On my funded account, that new one, I have a max loss of $200 a day. That's the risk profile I allow for a new funded until I get to 52,600. Then I potentially start trading with a NQ contract, or I start using 5 to 10 micro contracts. So guys, we are potentially going to rebalance the 3-minute here, but we are getting a pretty bearish reaction. Again, nothing A+ just yet, unfortunately. Guys, and again, I would take this 10 out of 10 times. This 1-minute IFEG after sweeping buy side on a potentially bearish reversal day, but it didn't work out, and that's fine. If we get a nice inverse from this 3-minute, then I will potentially take that on this eval. Guys, I'm actually even just tempted to just take it in here, but I'm going to wait for a setup, right? So an immediate reaction out of here. Let's see what we get in this 3-minute, guys. Take notes. I cannot wait to get a new computer. Oh my god. I actually hate this. It's so laggy. It feels like I'm using an ancient computer. Okay, so we got just a bit of time, less than a minute until this fair value gap forms. We have 2 fair value gaps in this leg, right? We have this one right here, and we have this one. My expectation is maybe we get a bearish reaction from this one. It also lines up with the top of the 3-minute fair value gap, but we'll see what we get. Again, guys, so my mistake on that trade was not zooming into the higher time frames. When we came down on this red candle here, I should have moved my stop to break even because the 3-minute got rebalanced, okay? So we were allowing for the 1-minute to get traded into, and unfortunately, I didn't see the 3. So that was my mistake, but it is what it is. Okay, so what I would really like to see here, guys, is a trade into this 3, a bounce up, sweep this liquidity, enter this 1-minute fair value gap, and then the dump. If we get that, I'm going to take a big short on this. I'll trade it with one NQ contract. So let's redraw this. 3-minute fair value gap. Oh, I'm in the wrong. Okay, hold on, guys. Let's change this to NQ. QZ 2024. Again, this is just an eval, so I'm willing to take a lot more risk on an eval than a funded. So we have a 3-minute fair value gap here, bearish PD array. We have 2 fair value gaps on the 1-minute. But what I'd like to see, guys, again, is a sweep of this high. So let's say we come down into this 1-minute fair value gap right here. Let's say we bounce, we take out this buy side right here. We bounce out of it, take out the buy side while trading into this bearish PD array, this 1-minute. Then we get a rejection. I think that'll be A+. So let's see if we get that. And again, guys, now I'm on an eval, okay? And I would love to target this low. This is an obvious internal sell side that I think it could potentially hit today. This will be my last trade, even though it's an eval. I'm not going to take anything else. It's about a 5-to-1 trade. So I'm risking $1 to make 5. And only if a set criteria hits, right, guys? We bounce out of the 3, we sweep buy side, enter into a 1-minute bearish PD array, and we reject. And I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Okay, so let's see if we get what I said. Imagine if it works exactly as I said it would. By the way, guys, another question. If you look on my YouTube, okay, like you guys are watching the live stream right now, is my screen, like, is my whole screen here covering your whole YouTube, like the whole screen on your YouTube channel? Or is there like black spots, like right over here on the ends? Okay, guys, so I want to see this buy side get swept, trade into the 1-minute, fair value gap up here. And then I will look for the A+ short. That's the only way I'm going to take this. Okay, 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm liking to what I'm seeing here. A Z, it's full screen. Okay. For me, for whatever reason on my streaming service, it says that it shows that there's black spots, but I'm glad that there's not. Okay, guys, so I'm telling you right now, if we are able to sweep this buy side liquidity, touch into this 1 minute fair value gap, I think this will be an A plus short if this inverses. Stop to me for break even will be once this 1 minute fair value gap gets touched. There is a 3. That's a tough call. Yeah, I'm just going to take it regardless, guys, because there is a 3 minute fair value gap here that lines up perfectly with the 1 minute. So if I short this and we touch into this, it might just immediately get a bullish reaction. But I think this is good enough to take. But only if the criteria gets swept, guys. This needs to be left. I want to see this high get swept first, a balance into this 1 minute, and then the short. If it doesn't happen, I'm not taking the trade. I'm glad to see Tesla finally pulling back slightly. Still at 470. Nike having a big push. Boeing rejecting from a level that I thought it would, but okay. So let's see if we get that. Sweep of buy side, touch into the 1 minute, immediate bearish reaction. What would be even nicer is if we get a 1 minute fair value gap within here to short. That would be really good too. Okay, so we swept the high by 1 tick. We didn't quite balance this 1 minute. I still think it looks good though. Still think it looks good. Wait, it deleted my macro times again? Are we in a macro time now? We're about to enter a macro time too, which I really like. Let me just copy this onto my NQ chart. Pretty bearish reaction already. I can see immediately after the sweep. You guys can see that we're about to enter a macro time at 11:50. Yeah, guys, this looks good. I'm not gonna lie. This looks good. Let me look at the hourly really quick just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, guys, we're in an hourly bearish PD array. I'm telling you, this looks too good not to take. We need to see a 1 minute close below, obviously. Is there a 2 minute? There's a 2 minute close too if you guys want to wait for it. If you really want to be risk averse, you can wait for this 2 minutes close below. But I'd rather take it early. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, so guys, again, if we get a full bodied candle close here, ideally if the 2 minute closes at the same time, that would be awesome. So we have a 2 minute fair value gap right here. So I want to see ideally the 2 and the 1 close at the same time. Candle closes in 30 seconds for the 2. And guys, this will be my final trade of the day. Again, this is now only an eval, but still think it looks great. Okay, so the 2-minute never closed below, nor did the 1. So we're still waiting to see what happens here. Yeah, what I really like more about this, guys, is also we're rejecting from this hourly fair value gap. So again, guys, I just really like this low right here. It's pretty obvious. We're obviously bullish on the day. People think we're going higher, which we may, but no, this looks so good, guys. We got basically a minute. I have to wait until this candle closes, unfortunately, but still looks super good in my opinion. I'm just looking at this 3 right now, guys, because we already traded into it. I think, guys, I'm going to have to wait for this 3. Because we can just easily bounce out of this to go higher, so they're going to have to wait. We did get the 1 minute close below, guys. Oh, man, this is a tough one. We did just fill a 1 minute volume imbalance there. Okay, guys, I'm going to sell this. I'm going to sell 1 MNQ here. Stop is going to be a close back above here. And if you want to take a TP in here, you can, or leave to this low. I think I'm going to take it to this low. When this 1 minute fair value gap hits, guys, I'm not taking any chances. I'm going to move my stop to break even on it. What was your bias for Tuesday? Personally, short. So guys, when this low gets hit, I'm moving my stop to break even. Keep on dancing till the world ends. Sorry if you guys, can you guys hear my dog barking in the background? So again, my stop is not at break even yet, but when the low hits, it will be. Okay, my stop is at break even, guys. This is now officially a free trade. If you guys want to take a partial, I would say probably this low. However, I think this low is coming. I think we're going to get a huge down move. So, I did not take this on any funded or any cash accounts. This is, again, just an eval. But you can see that if I did take this on a cash account, I would have been pretty much green for today already, just based on one trade. But we're up 400. I think we're going much lower, guys. If you want, take a partial. I may take my TP at this fair value gap. Because if we are bullish, we're going to bounce out of it. So. But I think this is going to just completely deliver to the downside here. So we should get about, what, $800 win if this doesn't retrace on us. I should have taken 2 contracts, but I didn't. If I took 2 contracts, guys, I would sell one in this 1 minute fair value gap, and I would sell or buy back one in this fair value gap, which I'm doing here for this take profit, and then I would hold one down to here. Should I just hold it, guys? It's an eval account. This looks so good to dump. I'm telling you guys, this is gonna dump. This is gonna go all the way down to this low. Guys, I'm gonna be straight with it, and I'll just take I'll hold it all the way down. It's an eval account, so why not? I'm telling you guys, I rarely take 2 losses in a row. And when I do, eventually the 3rd trade is a winner. But again, it is an eval account, so again, I would not take this on a funded because of the fact that I took 2 L's. Wow, I'm so happy to see Tesla finally selling off, 461. What do you guys think? If you're watching this and you actually want to participate, should I take my take profit in this fair value gap right here? Or should I hold it down to the low? What do you guys think? Should I be smart and take it in this fair value gap? Or should I hold it down to the low? You guys vote in the chat. One for the low, 2 for, or 1 for the fair value gap, 2 for the low. So we never balance this one. JB says 2 for the low. Looks good. Price may just tap into that 15-minute FEG and go back up. Let's check the 15, guys, and see. This is tough, but I've seen this PA before, guys, and I believe that this is probably going to go back down to the low. This is one of those times where, like, it looks super bullish and we just completely collapse. I think we're going lower than this even. I think we're going lower than this low today. Again, I could be completely wrong, but that's how I feel. Maybe we get a trade back into the 1 here and then the dump. Kay says hold all the way for the low. Let's see here's what we're going to do, guys. I'm going to wait for this fair value gap. And I want to see how we react from it. If we close below it, I'll hold it for sure. But if let's say we close below this fair value gap, we close back above it, I'll stop the trade for whatever. This is what I'm talking about managing a trade. Even though I believe this low is going to hit, if we close below this fair value gap and close back above it, it signifies to me that PA is not behaving how I want it to, and I'd rather just book profits here than get stopped out back above, like up here. So we'll see what happens here. So far we have 2 people wanting to hold to the low. Let's see if I can get the peace sign again. Bro, I was so hyped it gave me balloons in my background. How do you guys do that? Does anybody know? So guys, we're up, what, 500, almost 600 bucks on this. We did just hit internal sell side, so maybe we get a reaction here, bullish, and then the dump. But so far, of the 7, by the way, guys, if you're in this and you haven't liked the stream, you're dead to me. But if you guys are in this stream and you haven't liked it, please do. It helps the algorithms a lot. So yeah, I think, guys, you have to think everybody that's short here has their stop below this low. Actually, most people have their stop below. Everyone that's long, sorry, I messed up my wording. Everyone that's long has their stops below this low. Some people are going to be adding longs in this fair value gap, and a lot of people have their stops below this low, which is why I theorize that this low is going to hit today. Again, it's a free trade, so whatever happens, happens. And this is an eval account, so hopefully I can get this back up above $1,000 a share. $1,000 in profit, I mean. We have to be careful about drawdown too, by the way. Bob Pelly. Oh, Bob, I haven't heard from you in a while, bro. Bob says 1. He wants me to close it in the fair value gap. I'll tell you this, guys. If I was in a funded account, 100% I would take a partial in that fair value gap. Especially if we come down here without rebalancing any of this. If we rebalance this and then go down, I think it's even more favorable that we will continue. But I do think that regardless, I think that this obvious low is going to get swept today. You have to think about this, guys. There are so many confident long traders from yesterday because we had one of those days where we keep going up, we keep going up, we keep going up, and it trains people that every bullish fair value gap works. So not only are there people long from this fair value gap right here and this 3 minute, there's also people that are going to be longing in here, and they're probably going to get stopped out, and then this low is going to hit. Okay, so we are up 775 now. So guys, if I was in a real account, I would definitely be taking partials at this fair value gap. However, based on my experience, I believe that this fair value gap is going to get closed below and we're going to go down to this low. So if we can close below this 1 minute and then we close back above it, I'm going to move my stop to the top of this fair value gap. But I think everybody that's trying to long in this 1 minute right now is going to get destroyed. That's my theory. We're up almost $1,000 on this. And I think after this low that I have my limit fill at gets hit, I think we're going to go much lower, but yeah. Who's watching this right now? So guys, we're closing below. So I want to see it just completely dump. I don't want to see it really stall. I'd rather just see it completely collapse here. Also, we have to think about trailing drawdown on this account. But everybody that just tried to long this fair value gap is getting destroyed. I'd like to see it maybe test 50% of it and then just completely dump. What will probably happen, I mean, we might be even trade into this 1 minute first, but really want to see this completely just dump here. The only thing that I don't like is that we have trailing drawdown on this account, obviously. So I'd rather not let it go too far down lower. Or too far higher, I mean. You know, like as far as the trailing drawdown is concerned. But I'm going to move my buy stop to the top of this fair value gap. We should just see a complete collapse here, guys. Now that this low has been swept, I want it to just completely deliver. I don't really want to see it stall. Come on, market. Let's just dump here. Let's not stall. Let's not play games. So if we get a close back above this 1 minute, guys, I will stop out the trade for probably like $800 profit. We'll see. But I would like to see this 1 minute hold to the downside. What a win, huh? After two $60 losses in the funded account, we get $1,000 win in the eval. Okay, $1,200. Let's see if we can get to like, I think this is going to give us probably 1,500, maybe $1,600 win if we hit the sell side. And like I said, guys, I think after the sell side hits, if it does, I think the market is going to go lower today, quite a bit lower. Did anyone take this on a real account, by the way? Anyone take this short with me from up there? Nobody? Nobody took that? Let me look at the 15 quick. Yeah, guys, it looks like we're inversing the 15 as well. I'm telling you, this is going to dump. I think it's going to dump, and it's going to dump hard. If we close back above this, guys, I'm going to allow this to trade to like the mean threshold of this 1 minute FEG. And then I'm going to close the trade. All right, I do not want to see it come up much higher than that. And hopefully this holds, guys. I don't want to get stopped out, but basically I'm allowing for this 1 minute fair value gap to get rebalanced and hoping for a wick at this mean threshold. So this is what I want to see. And hopefully this just completely collapses from here. That's pretty wild, guys. Ugh. Don't want to see this bullish reaction here, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Just, all right, guys, so there's the trade. It ended up being a $600 win, but it's still good, right? And now that this is inversing, we'll probably go back up to this fair value gap and then reject from there. So what are we at now? What? It was only 555 bucks? Okay, so now what I want to do is analyze the trade and see what happens from here. So are we going to come back and balance this 1 minute? Are we going to reject from right here and then go down further? Because again, I want the sell side to hit. We just have to see what happens next, right? If this 1 minute inverses, I think that'll be a decent short. Damn, it's collapsing now, huh? Whoa, whoa. So if you guys are trying another short, I mean, I wouldn't suggest it now, but there is a 1 minute inverse that potentially is forming here, and I want the sell side. So wouldn't be surprised if that hits next. So once this inverses, you can take another short from here down to the sell side. What do you think, guys? Should we try this? Damn, I wish I didn't get stopped out here. I should have moved my stop to this high. Ugh. I'm gonna enter another short here. Why didn't it hit my? Why didn't it lower my TP to down here? This is definitely risky, guys, and it's on an eval again, but I want the low, so. Oh, it has 2 buy limits now? What the hell? I'm gonna leave my stop up here, guys. I don't even care. It's just an eval. I really think this low is gonna hit. Come on, get me on the flow. Tell me what you waiting for. Da 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 da. Because this could easily happen, guys. We could come back up here and then get the dump. But I still think the low is coming. So I'm looking for a rejection out of this 1 minute fair value gap to go lower. Again, guys, this is a complete gamble trade now. This is not a funded count, just an eval. If this 1 minute inverses, we'll probably go back up to this high, in which case maybe I'll even add a secondary short. Okay, I like the look of this candle so far. This is kind of like an inducement long right here. I think this is going to take out this low. And then maybe we get the dump from there. So let's see what happens here, guys. I think this is going to still be a collapse in the market. I don't think we're going to go much higher here, but I could be wrong. I think this is an inducement to go up, and then I think this is going to dump down to sell side. Oh, I think my dog's scratching on the door. Hold on, guys. Come on, Lou. Come on in. Come on. You can stay there. All right, she's leaving. Let's close the door. She doesn't bark. Okay, guys, I still think this is going to dump. Should I sell another one? I think I'm going to sell one more contract up here. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna sell one more. And I'm just gonna let it dump. I'm gonna take one profit off at the low here, and I'm going to leave runners for higher. Or for lower, I mean, sorry. Okay, you're right, it's forming LRLR, but I know from experience that when we form LRLR at this type of level, it doesn't normally work. And this is just a screen time thing, okay? When this low gets hit, guys, I'm going to move my stop to break even. Did it hit? Okay, guys, my stop's at break even now. Did it hit the low? Oh my god, I hit it by one tick. All right, so my stop's at break even. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. But I think this is going lower, guys. But yeah, okay, I know it's forming LRLR, but we've already had a huge buy-side sweep today. And we have an obvious level of liquidity down here that I think will hit. So that's why I'm willing to short. And again, this is an eval, guys. It's not a proven setup here. It's just a hunch. Okay, so I got stopped out. I bet you now it's going to sell off. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. We did sweep liquidity here, which could drive us higher, but I still, guys, I'm telling you, this model here, it normally dumps. Man. Okay, I'm taking one more short here, guys. One more. Stop to break even when this low hits. If and when this low hits. And again, guys, this is an eval account. I do not suggest that you follow this. This is just based out of experience. I've seen this happen too many times where it forms fake LRLR, it generates liquidity to the upside, and then it just dumps us down to sell side. Stop to break even for me when this low hits. Boom, stop to break even, guys. I'm holding one down to this low, and then I'll take another one off like right here. Forget it. I think this is going to make me a lot of money. Fake money, paper money, baby. But Kay, I'm glad that you spotted that LRLR, but I'm telling you guys right now, I've seen this too many times. This is screen time. When we have an obvious draw on liquidity, when we are potentially bearish on the high time frames, like look at what's going on here on the hourly. We have a rejection. After going higher, fake inverse. This tells me we're sweeping lower. What is this at? So hopefully this holds here and I don't get stopped out on the trade. Break even stop, but still think it'll work. Come on, hold it. I'm gonna put my stop right up here, guys, just in case. I don't want to get wicked out here. My dog is scratching, guys. Oh, I don't want to leave the computer though. Do 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 do. Telling you, one of these wicks is going to be the low, and then it's just going to collapse. Maybe it's up here, I don't know yet, but somewhere around here. No! Telling you guys, it's going to dump. I just don't know when. Okay, so we just swept this internal buy side. I mean, maybe it takes the LRLR out. Maybe it balances this 1 minute. I don't know. I really don't think it's going to, but again, guys, this is an eval account. It's not a funded account. I'm not trading with real models here. It's pretty much based off of pure feeling and speculation. The 50-minute fair value gap is holding so far. Tis indeed. Tis indeed. I don't think it will for much longer, but we will see. God damn it. I'm gonna have to move my stop all the way up to this 1 minute, guys. I still think this is gonna dump, but obviously I could be wrong, but I really think that this sell side is coming. It's just they're trying to stop out some shorts first. Again, guys, we already have like a $555 win, so technically now we're at break even, give or take. But I still want to see this draw down. Hopefully we inverse this one, and then we just completely collapse. And again, guys, even if this works, this is an eval account. It's complete speculation. I said before. I should put that on the screen, huh? Let me put it in a text box. Where is the text box now? Settings. Eval account pure speculation. Do not follow trades or you will blow your account. Where is it? Oh, there we go. Okay, guys, so you have this on the screen. I hope that you follow this trading advice. Even if I am right here, which I still think I will be, this is complete speculation. This technically is a model if we close below. But we haven't closed below yet, and I am in drawdown right now, and if I was in this in a real account, I would be sweating. So just know that, guys. Okay, guys, my dog is really scratching here, so we're gonna just either let this go. Okay, if you're watching this stream, if you're on, because you're in my Discord, I have my phone with me, so I'm gonna be outside. If you guys see this candle drop below this candle's low, send me a quick DM on Discord, and I'll come back and quickly move the stop to break even. Hold on, let's see if this wick holds. Willy Wonka. He's a famous chocolatier. Willy Wonka, Willy Wonka, doodle doo 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 doo. Okay, are you still in the chat, bro? Doodle doot. Doodle doot. Doodle doot 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 doot. I don't know if K's still in here. Okay, guys, we're probably going to come up and rebalance this one now. Really need to see this dump here. No way, it's gonna dump here. Oh my god. Guys, this is the This is the degenerate side of me here. Doing stupid things on an eval account. So please do not follow this advice. Again, I still do think this is going to dump down to these buy limits, but I could be completely wrong. If this 1 minute fair value gap comes back and closes below, again, stop will be to break even when this candle's low hits. We're basically just going to pray. All right, guys, I'll be back. Kay, if you can hear this, or anybody else that's in my Discord, just DM me if we end up sweeping this candle's low. I'm going to be outside for a little bit. And if so, I will come back in and run and move my stop to break even on the trade. But until then, guys, we might get stopped out for a loss on the eval. We'll see. What's the trade about now? We're still down like 300 bucks on the day after being up almost 1200. Needs to hold in these areas. All right, let me know, guys. All right, guys, let's see. Did I get stopped out yet? How did I not get stopped? How did I not get stopped out on the trade? I'm down over $1,000. I think I had a max loss of 1,000 on this account. Maybe it's because of the 500 or whatever that I'm up from before. Guys, should I sell another contract here out of degeneracy? Let me look at the 3, the 4, the 5. Oh, what? Sell stop. Oh my god, this looks like it's gonna dump here. Wait, let me look at the 2. Oh no. Okay, guys, this is where it needs to dump if it's gonna dump. Somewhere around here. Ugh. I hate trading on eval accounts just because of how degenerate I am. Okay, guys, I just shorted another contract here. Imagine this just collapses here, guys. Just imagine. I would literally laugh so hard if this is the reversal spot. If I'm right, this is going to print so much for... I think this eval account will get passed if I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm going to get stopped out for $1,000 loss in the day or whatever, but... If we just get a huge sell-off here, guys, then I'm going to print so much goddamn money today on this eval account. I'm going to buy a paper Lambo for everybody in the stream. Anyone want a paper Lambo? Who's still here? Guys, do you see this? Guys, if this goes back to my break even, that's gonna be crazy. Wow, let's go. Back to break even, ladies and gentlemen. Well, not quite, but all right, guys. What do we think? Am I gonna win this trade or am I gonna lose? Are we gonna get a lucky dump all the way back down to sell side? Oh, hopefully, bro. Hopefully. I was at break even a second ago. God damn it. It came right to my break even and then it ended up going up again. I still have faith in the shorts, guys. I still do. I really do. Come on. Dump her down. If you guys are still watching this, type 1 if you think this trade's going to be a win. Type 2 if you think it's going to be a break even. Type 3 if it's going to be a fat L. Right now it looks like it's going to be a fat L, unfortunately, but that's all right. I'm not going to cry. Oh, if this wicks here, guys, and completely collapses, I will be so happy. Oh my god, bro. I didn't think an eval would ever give me so much enjoyment. For whatever reason, today it's giving me a lot of enjoyment. Just really need to see a collapse below this 1 minute fair value gap and this low. If we can get there, if we get to this low, guys, my stop's going to be to break even. And I'll just watch it hopefully collapse. Guys, am I gonna break even on this trade? No way, market. Come on. Just dump us. God damn it, bro. So we just left equal lows down here. How is it that my stop literally gets... My break even literally touches the tick twice and then we bounce? It's wild. Like, if I was a long trader, I'd be the ultimate trader. Look at this, guys. 1, 2 bounces, and immediate bounce. Immediate push up. Be like infinite wins. God damn it, bro. No breaks for this market, huh? Look at this, guys. If I was long, I would have literally gotten perfect touches. And I never would have gotten stopped out, and we would have been a winning trade. But of course, I'm short. Okay, there's the dump. Okay, guys, I think we're green on the trade. Holy crap, we're green on the trade, guys. And now it's just going to collapse. Hopefully. Oh no. Immediate bullish reaction there. Oh no. Guys, what do you think? Should I move my stop to break even here? Or should I be a degen and hold it? Alright guys, my stop's to break even. Let's see what happens here. Please hold. No! Okay guys, I got stopped out for break even. That was the longest hold I think I've ever had, and the most degenerate thing ever. Oh my god, that was too good. I still think it's gonna collapse, but what can I do? Oh my goodness, guys, I'm telling you, this is gonna die. Should we short if the 2-minute closes below? If we get the 2-minute close here, should we short it again? So what am I up on this account now? 500 bucks. Whoa, did you guys hear this? Two of the world's largest automakers, Honda and Nissan, are in talks of a possible merger. That's pretty crazy. How's AMD doing today, guys? That's something I added recently. Okay, guys, I'm going to try one more trade today. And again, the only thing I'm going to try on this account is going to be a 2-minute short here, this IFEG. And I'm going to target this sell side liquidity here. They're really trying to generate liquidity here, guys. I'm telling you, this is going down. Just a matter of when. Also, guys, another note. 2024 is officially 96% complete. You guys have 4% of the year left. Okay, nice dump here on the 1. Guys, if the 2-minute inverse is here, I will take a short. Okay, this to me looks like a potential inducement candle. If this closes fully up and then we get a 1-minute inverse, I think I'm willing to try that short as well. So pay attention to this, guys. If we hold this and we create a 1-minute IFEG here, I will try this short. Especially if we sweep this liquidity and then we come back down. Wow. Not even a fair value gap close. We didn't sweep above the high. Just a heads up. We rejected it right before the high was swept. But again, guys, if the 2-minute closes below, because we didn't get a 1-minute IFEG higher, if this 2-minute closes below, I think this will be a good short. Back to sell side liquidity at this internal low right here. It's only 10 o'clock. We still have quite a ways until the we still have quite a ways until the market closes, so still definitely room for a good trade. I'm surprised there's still somebody in his stream right now. But guys, if we get the 2-minute inverse, I still like it. I would have preferred to see this liquidity get swept. We just formed, did we form equal highs here, guys? No, no equal highs. But if the 2-minute inverses, I think this will be a good short. Down to sell side, of course. Come on, man. Okay, nice reaction so far. I'll take it with 1 NQ, guys. So it's a 275 stop for a $680 win. I need to see a 2-minute close below, of course, which happens in 2 minutes. Wow, this looks so good, guys. Less than 30 seconds until the close. I want to see a close below the 2-minute bullish fair value gap. Skipped frames detected. Am I lagging out, guys? Okay, so no close below yet. Okay, guys, I'm going to go in. We have 2 minutes till the close, but I have a feeling this is just going to dump without even giving us an option to enter. So I'm going to enter early. So we got 1 minute till the candle closes. Oh, it's waking. Basically 30 seconds till the candle close. Okay, still no close below in the 2 minute. If this ends up dumping to this low, guys, I will be forced to move my stop to break even. Just a forewarning. So if the body of this candle hits, so right there, I have to move my stop to break even, guys. Right, not at this body, I'm going to do it at the candle's low. Okay, my stop is at break even here, guys. Hopefully I don't get stopped out. If I do, I do. But I'd love to see this just collapse here. It's a free trade. And stop for break even. Wow, end phase with a huge move today, guys. I think. When's my end phase position closing now? December 27th. I'm debating whether to add more end phase here, but I think I'm going to hold off and just keep my sold puts for now. You guys can see here, end phase is one I've been calling out for a minute now, but on the weekly chart, we have our consolidation, manipulation, and potential distribution above this IFEG. So if we're able to close above $80.92, I'm going to take this long. My stop will be to break even when 89 hits, and I will hold this all the way up to 150. I think this is going to be one of the best swing trades of 2025. Okay, guys, this is actually a short here, by the way. Did we ever hit this low? No, we didn't. Okay, guys, I'm going to sell one here. And I'm going to have my stop up here. This is my buy stop. Take profit again down here. Stop to break even when this low hits. This is a lot riskier now because this body, the candle's body of this has been swept. So we could reverse here, but I still like this for shorts. Any views about microcomputers, advanced microcomputers like AMD? Because I've been adding AMD, by the way, guys, too. So again, guys, the stop on this trade is going to be a 2-minute close back above this fair value gap. That's how I'm going to get stopped out. Frosty the Snowman had a very shiny nose. Super microcomputers. What is that, SMCI? I don't even know what super microcomputers is. Yes, SMCI. Let's take a look at SMCI. Yeah, I wouldn't touch this thing. It's too risky for me. So, looks like we're getting a reversal on NQ because we swept the bodies low. We never swept this low. Again, stop for this trade will be a 2-minute close back below the candle, which is not happening yet. We got 2 minutes till the candle close. So technically we're allowed to trade into this 1-minute fair value gap and this one. We'll have to stop the trade out if the 2-minute closes back above. But yeah, guys, I would not touch SMCI personally. If I believed in the company, I think it'd be a decent ad spot, but I don't think it's too suspect. Come on. Let's close that candle back below the 2. Come on, close it below. Okay, guys, my stop is going up at this high now. Just in case we reject here. And if this low gets swept, my stop will be moved to break even. Technically, this trade is invalid, but because we have this 2-minute fair value gap here, I'm willing to allow this wick to get hit one more time. That would be the risk on the trade. Also on the 1 minute, we do have these nice fair value gaps here, so hopefully we just dump below them. Can I go to the 1 minute FEG down there? Which one is he? Guys, when you point out FVGs, just tell me the time that the fair value gap formed. Because I don't know when. I'm not gonna we're kind of playing tag, hide and seek. Which fair value gap are we talking about? You know? Frosty the Snowman had a very shiny nose, which is still unmitigated. Okay, tell me which 1036 to 1038. Yeah, it could go down there for sure. Yeah, guys, any unbalanced fair value gap is fair game. Obviously, there's times in the chart where it looks more likely for a fair value gap to hit, but any unbalanced fair value gap is fair game. So guys, if this low gets swept right here, I will move the stop to break even on the trade, and I will let it run. So again, guys, my hand is still on my buy stop. I'm just letting it go, and if the low gets hit, again, I will move my stop to break even, but only when the low gets hit. And I'll tell you guys, I like this trade less because of the fact that we closed back above the 2. However, because of this fair value gap, I still am in the trade. Just because I'm allowing it to have rejected from there. But once the low gets swept, guys, I will move the stop to break even. If and when it does. Z says, I'm in a short from the top from when price hit the 5-minute FEG at 12:45. That's an excellent short. Hard to predict that that's going to be where the rejection's from. I mean, not that hard, but it's definitely required patience to hold up to that high if you were bearish on the day. Had a very shiny nose. Still have faith in a collapse today, guys. But again, when this low gets hit right here in black, I will move my stop to break even on this trade. Technically, it should be moved to break even at this candle's low, but I'm going to wait until the secondary low. Ho, ho. God damn, if it just goes up now, it's going to be so annoying, but it can definitely happen. So we swept this low right here by a tick, and now we're in reversing, of course. Oh, my goodness, bro. Oh, it's the worst. In the morning, I closed very early when price started to make a move up. At 10:30, I closed my trade when price hit 15-minute FG. Very nice, Azzy. Frosty the Snowman. Wow, this price action's got me singing Frosty the Snowman. That's how you know PA's bad. See how we swept this low by one tick, guys, and we're reversing? I should have closed the position out when I saw this 2-minute close above. And we're in a macro time now, too. This is the time where it should be moving. So another close above the 2-minute. And the only reason I'm still in this trade, guys, is because of this 2-minute fair value gap, but I don't like the fact that we're closing above, below, then we're closing above, then we're closing below, then we're closing above. Signifies terrible PA to me. But again, guys, if somehow we miraculously sweep this low, the stop will go to break even. Until then, I'm basically holding into a shitty trade. So this is a lesson for you guys. If you see an inverse, especially when you're like close to low of day, and we close below the inverse, then we close above it, then we close below it, then we close above it, you know the PA is ass, and you're likely to get stopped out of your position. So I know already this is probably going to be a stop out, but I'm holding it anyways just because of this 2-minute fair value gap. That's the only reason. We do have a 3-minute as well that we could be rebalancing, so. And a 5-minute that we came up and rebalanced here. Well, ES is holding a 15, and Q is also holding a 15. But I still believe that we're going to go down. Maybe it stops us out first. I don't know. I hate holding trades after inverses get closed above, but it's fine with me. I'm allowing the risk. December price action, guys. This is what you get, I guess. So again, guys, if this low miraculously gets swept, I will be forced to move my stop to break even. Such bad PA, guys. Oh my god. Oh, I hate holding in these things. I hate this. This is like my pet peeve right here. If I'm in a trade and I see this, I get pissed. We are like kind of forming this wedge, the retail pattern traders call it. So eventually it's going to break to the upside or the downside. Statistically, it's more likely to break to the upside, but because of where we are in the charts, I'm betting on the opposite. This is literally the worst trade ever. Look how slow PA is going. I'm like half debating just closing this right now. I'm allowing for a stop into this 1 minute fair value gap. But that's the final line in the sand. Otherwise, I'm going to get stopped out of the trade. But so guys, I got my grip strength trainer here. But when I'm really pissed off at the market, just use one of these. Get yourself one on Amazon, 13 bucks. Put it at full strength and just squeeze. Come on, market. Make your move. Okay, hopefully it's on one of these next few candles. Once this low gets swept, stop will be moved to break even. And I might have just had to hold this whole thing for no reason because I might get stopped out for break even. But that's the nature of trading, guys. Again, once that low gets swept in black, I will move the stop to break even. All right, guys, my stop is at break even. If I get stopped out on the trade, it is what it is. My take profit is at this low. It's a free trade now. If we get a reversal here, I'm going to throw my phone at the screen. Right? This low right here. If we hit this low and we reverse, I'm going to throw my phone at the screen. Okay, guys? I would not advise you do the same thing. But if you want to, you're welcome to. Right? You just take your grip machine and you just throw it at the screen. Right? Ideally, the spring should hit the camera. And that way you also crack it. And so even if you want to live stream in the future, you're going to have a crack in your screen, in your camera, based on your anger. And the fact that you have a new Mac coming, a Mac Mini that you can't throw a handle at the screen at, also gives you justification to throw it at your previous computer screen. So at least you have that, guys. And so yeah, that's the whole situation here. So basically the point of day trading, guys, is to hold your trades for 30 minutes to an hour while watching them be red, then finally letting them go green. And then when you move your stop to break even, ideally you want to make sure it's right at the spot where you're going to get stopped to break even and then the market dump on you, right? That's the best thing that you can do. So teaching you guys gems here. These are gems I'm dropping, gem after gem after gem. Make sure you're taking notes on your computer, write it out on your screen, whatever you want. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going down today. Okay, guys, so just watch. Okay, because my stop loss is at the middle of this candle, the algorithms will drive price back up to the middle of the candle and stop me out before hitting my target down here. Okay? All right, guys, so we're up 225. Hopefully we can sweep this secondary low and not get stopped at break even. But again, my target will be at that second low, which you guys can see right over here. Praying that we don't get a big green candle here to stop me out of my short. Wow. So there it is, guys. Exactly what I said was going to happen, except I'm not going to throw this at the screen, guys. Not today. It's not going to happen. But you know exactly what... I knew what was going to happen. I told you guys literally what was going to happen. So... Yes, Lulu? Come on. Come on up. Come here. Come here. Hey, come here. Come here, Lou. Come on. Come on. All right, guys. It's not a macro time right now. Macro time ended at 13:40. Guys, I think I'm going to end this stream here. I am sure that this is going to hit at some point. Unfortunately, I will not be able to get that trade, but it is what it is. And yeah, I wish you guys the best of luck with whatever you're doing for the rest of the day, and I will catch you guys tomorrow morning, all right? Peace Z, peace K, peace Tristan, whoever's still here. And yeah, guys, have a good rest of your day, all right? Take notes of